Number 19 here, last problem. We have some points. We need to find the lengths of the line segments. We need to find the slopes of the line segments. And then question asks us about, are they parallel, perpendicular, perimeter, area, and what kind of a shape is it? So we have a lot of work to do here. And I'm going to ask you to pause the video at times and do some of the work on your own. And I'll do the work here and then I'll reveal that to you. And we'll do it that way. So first thing is find those slopes. So remember, slope is calculated as delta y over delta x, which can also be thought of as y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. And so that's where we're going to start. Pause the video, take a moment, and do those calculations, please. And there are the slopes. So what I see right away is that we don't have any parallel sides and we don't have any perpendicular sides. So I don't yet have an idea. I have an idea of what kind of a quadrilateral this isn't, but I'm not sure what it is yet. Now we're going to find the lengths of all of the sides. And remember that to find length, our equation is the distance is equal to the square root of x1 minus x2. That quantity is squared, added to the quantity y1 minus y2 quantity squared. And we're going to find the length of each of those sides. I'd ask you to pause the video and do that now, and I will do the same. After calculating those distances, what I see is that consecutive sides, BC and CD, are congruent, and consecutive sides AB and AD are congruent. And I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. The next part of the question says, are any of the slopes above parallel or perpendicular? Explain how you know, be thorough and specific. We can say there are no equal slopes. So no parallel and no opposite reciprocal slopes. So no perpendicular. The next part of the question is, what is the perimeter of this shape? Well, to calculate a perimeter, we can just take all of the side lengths and add them up. So the perimeter will equal 7.6. Well, to be specific, we could say square root 58 plus square root 13 plus square root 58 plus square root 13, and that will be approximately 22.4 units. Next, what is the area of this shape? All right, well, now we're going to have to do a little bit more investigation. I know this is a kite because the consecutive sides are congruent. Let's put this thing on a grid, and that will help us to figure out the area. So I'm going to put it on the grid right here, and then I will talk about the area some more. Now that I've put that kite on a grid, we can see that we have two triangles. If we calculate the area of each triangle, then we will get the area of the entire shape. So it's going to be important that we remember how to calculate the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. So for the blue triangle, we have 1/2 times the base. Well, the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. And the height is 1, 2 units. And for the green triangle, the area is 1/2 times the base, again 6 units. And the height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. And so for the blue triangle, 1/2 times 6 is 3, times 2 is 6. And for the green triangle, 1/2 times 6 is 3, times 7 is 21. Adding those together, we get 27 square units. So we can answer this, 27 square units. And the end of our question here, being as specific as possible, what type of shape is this? How do your calculations back up your claim? It is a kite because consecutive sides are congruent. And because I'm running out of space, I'm just going to make a little congruent sign there and be done with the question.